Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the best edition of the morning show of the week. That's my face over there. It scared me. Let me move this over and hide myself. All right. Welcome. Yeah, I'm Doobie Mosley, co-founder of Laughing Place. This is Kyle Burbank. He's our executive editorial director and the Jeff Daniels in our newsroom. And we are going to talk about what's going on in the world of Disney today. So let's get started.
Does that make you Sam Waterston? Because he's the owner, right?
Oh, yeah, it would. It would. That's fair. I mean, I own you. Okay, so when we took a look at the stock price yesterday, it was at 113.42. Scroll down right now. We're at 113.18. Pretty quiet week.
But it's up today.
Which means it was down more yesterday. Let's move on.
Yesterday, we got some more Star Wars fun because Star Wars Vision Volume 3 is coming up. And if you recall, the first season was all Japanese animation studios. And the second one went international, featured ones from around the world. And now we're back to just Japan for season 3. So they released a new trailer in both English and Japanese, both of which you can watch in this article that Doobie is showing you. We also got some voice talent announcements, and some of the names that I recognized include Freddie Highmore, Simu Liu, Ronnie Chang, Steve Buscemi, Judith Light, and George Takei, among others. So you can check this out when season 3 or volume 3 of Star Wars Visions appears on Disney Plus October 29th.
Who do you think the boss is?
The boss? The boss is,
I just said that because you said Judith Light.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is interesting.
Doobie never gets distracted. I don't know if you know that.
I don't know if this is intentional or not. I will show you. So it's our Savannah Bandits article, and then it goes to what's happening, and the first thing that shows up is our latest videos. Is this an ad insert? Do you know?
I know that we used to have an ad insert, so I don't know if
that is not confusing. All right, let's get back from Doobie's confusion and talk about the Savannah Bananas. So ESPN and Disney Plus.
Although my confusion is why you're getting that if you're using the special code.
I am using a special code. You're right. So it's not an ad insert. We have an ad code there for some reason. So someone may want to correct this article. That's an excellent point because there are no other ads on this page, so that's definitely not an ad insert. Savannah Bananas are airing to, let's back up. Let's show the picture again. ESPN and Disney Plus to air major 2026 Banana Ball selection show with a million surprises. So 2 new teams are joining the league. Currently, there's the Savannah Bananas, the Party Animals, the Firefighters, and the Texas Tailgaters. And this is not wrestling. If you're new to the Savannah Bananas and you're used to the Harlem Globetrotters, yes, it's a show. Yes, entertainment is the most important thing, but they are trying to win. They actually are attempting to win, get hits, make catches. It's not predetermined. So they're adding 2 new teams, and additionally, fans can expect the lineup for the Banana Ball World Tour in 2026 to debut, and a million surprises. Probably a lot of surprises. I would not count on there being literally a million of them. This is going to be aired on October 9th on ESPN2, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and on the Banana Ball YouTube channel. Whoa. Sorry, Nikki B.
So if there were a million surprises, at what point do you think you reach diminishing returns? Like, can you even be surprised a million times?
I think about 7 you reach diminishing returns, and then you've still got over 900,000 to go.
All right. Well, speaking of surprises, apparently trees have once again popped up overnight, this time at Disney's Hollywood Studios, as the animation courtyard, or much of it, has closed, with including the Star Wars launch bay.
How cool is this Guidemap cover?
With Gertie, it's pretty fun.
With the Gertie eating the ice cream. That's so adorable. Okay, sorry, continue.
And so they've updated the map now. Basically, the only attractions, the animation corridor technically includes Walt Disney Presents, but Little Mermaid's really the only one in what that entire area used to be. And you can see it's like got trees coming right up against it. So so obviously they're going to be opening that new animation building sometime next year. So that's why this is all for a good cause. But yeah, so looking forward to what's happening it is for a good cause. Nothing bad can happen.
Make-A-Wish?
Only good can happen. Or only whatever.
Usually good causes,
It can only good happen is what I meant to say.
What the heck? It's here too.
Yeah, right. It's not the article. There's nothing in Doobie Docs. It must be something with AdThrive.
All right, so we need to contact Raptive about this. This is happening every single one. That's bizarre. All right. Olaf.
Sorry.
Celebrity Spotlight over at Olaf. We're still at Disney's Hollywood Studios, so with the closure of Launch Bay, things have to be shifting around. So they have changed the Disney Visa cardholder exclusive meet and greet. It was Darth Vader. Now it is Olaf. It is at the Celebrity Spotlight. You're making short theater. It runs from 9 a.m. to noon. You get a special magic shot, and the Holocron Darth Vader projection. Just show your Disney Visa card to the PhotoPass photographer from 9 to 5 p.m.
If you scroll down, you can see what that looks like.
Thank you. That's kind of cool.
There you go.
So in addition to meeting Olaf, you also can do this.
Yeah, they're in different spots. Sorry, I wrote the notes for Doobie. I wasn't clear.
Doobie's had a very crazy morning. Really got crazy. This is very disconcerting.
Yeah, and Tony also got a Captica, but apparently he was able to get past his, so that's good. Anyway, as we continue our multitasking show, Mod Pizza is offering a special offer. So Mod Pizza, if you don't know, it's one of those like Pi 5 or other things. It's like Chipotle, but you build your own pizza instead of a burrito. They're offering a special tie-in to Tron Ares, where if you spend $30 or more, you can get a $10 Fandango movie reward for Tron Ares. And if you spend $60, that reward doubles, but it does need to be used towards the purchase of 2 tickets. You can't just use it to cover a single ticket. This is available now through November 7th when you order from at a Mod location or authorized delivery, I think is what it said. Now through November 7th. And then after you make your purchase, you'll submit your receipt on their site, activerewards.com/modpizza, and you have to do that by November 10th, and then you should get your Fandango reward within a couple of business days, hopefully faster if you have plans to see the movie right away. But also, can I give it up for Maxon with photoshopping that pizza into his hand?
That's not how it came? That's really, really cool. That's hilarious. All right, over at Pop Century, back in July, the lobby of Disney's Pop Century Resort began a refurbishment that will bring a new retro-inspired design. It was already a retro-inspired design. This is a new retro-inspired design. So closer towards everything pop, shopping, and dining, a new mural has appeared with Minnie looking her 50s best, while Disney adorns some 60s flower power. So let's see if we can find that.
We shall.
There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
That's her 50s cool. best. And then...
Daisy adorns some 60 flower power, not Disney. That makes a lot more sense. These murals replace a collection of artifacts and photographs from various facets of pop culture from the 50s through the 90s. If you've been there, you remember what used to be there. So this is quite the change. I loved those things and artifacts. I'm kind of sad they're gone. The Petals Pool Bar is currently closed for refurbishment as well, and a temporary kiosk has been set up in front of the usual bar with a simpler menu. You can see it closed right there, and there's the simple menu. So if you're at Pop Century or headed to Pop Century, keep in mind that things may be a little bit off for you.
And then, as promised, Disneyland Paris has now continued the streak and is announced their ambassador team for 2026-2027. It is Monica Kosan and Agathe Soul. They will serve during a pivotal and historic time for the resort. As you know, Walt Disney Studios Park is becoming Disney Adventure World when World of Frozen opens in the spring of next year. So yeah, good for them. They're going to be there during this big expansion at the resort. So keep an eye out for them. I'm sure they'll meet up with the rest of the ambassadors that are all being announced this week.
They should meet
shortly.
up. They should meet up on a Disney cruise and laugh at them for not having their own ambassador.
I think maybe they're all the real Disney Cruise Line ambassador is the friends we made along the way. There you go.
Once Ice Age is gone, are you going to update that with some other?
I thought about making multiple versions just ahead of that, but no, I like keeping Ice Age there.
All right, so let's take a look at the Disney Plus top 10 right now, the most viewed stuff, and TV 14 settings. You will not find Alien Earth on here. We have Elio.
You'll not find Shark Tank either. I tried to find Shark Tank on TV 14 and I couldn't do it. So I think they need to update their. I don't know if it's the data of the shows itself or what TV 14 represents to them, but Shark Tank is not TVMA.
That's true. For Shark Tank not to make it, but some of these Marvel films to make it is interesting. All right, Elio's here. Thunderbolts number 2, Hocus Pocus 2, that time of the year. High Potential, which just debuted about a week ago. Dolphins Up Close, another new debut. The Golden Bachelor. This is just Kyle rewatching it. That's putting him up here in the top 10. Avengers Endgame, Hamilton still up there. Halloween Town 2. Calabar's Revenge. Did not see that one coming. And look at there at number 10, Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion.
Which means
what?
There was no Ice Age, was there?
There was no Ice Age, you're right. Wow. Who had
Spooky
Eddie
time
Murphy's
making
Haunted Mansion coming up into the top 10? Goodness. That is awesome to see. Awesome to see. And finally, Ice Age is gone. Where's Ice Age? Yes.
It'll come back.
It's been frozen out.
Oh, have you ever seen Jurassic Park? They're coming back.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
Well, our own Jeremiah... What?
I had my name on there.
Oh, sorry. That's right, because I had 2, but then I had to cancel the second one. I'm just so used to doing the reviews. Go ahead.
Jeremiah. You can't. Feel free. Go ahead.
No. You stopped me. It's you.
I like 9 Inch Nails, so I'm like, let me get this in here. Let me a chance to talk about Hit Like a Hoe. Jeremiah Good. 9 Inch Nails amplifies the Tron universe with the Tron Eerie soundtrack. Jeremiah, by the way, regular contributor to Laughing Place. Not a frequent writer, so kind of fun to see this. So should you wait to his conclusion? So should you wait to see Tron Ares before listening to this album? That's up to you. However, I am of the mind that there's a reason why Disney elected to release the soundtrack well ahead of the film's debut. With that in mind, whether you're a fan of Tron, a 9 Inch Nails diehard, or like me, both, I definitely recommend giving this soundtrack a listen. There you go. Jeremiah thinks it's good.
Sorry, I wasn't prepared.
And the rest.
All right. Near Goofy's Kitchen at the Disneyland Hotel in Anaheim, California, there's a giant pumpkin. There it is. So this is 120 pounds of fondant, 60 pounds of chocolate, 55 pounds of rice cereal. Does that mean like Rice Krispies or who does? 30 pounds of marshmallows, 20 pounds of powdered sugar, and 10 pounds of butter. And can you find them? 13 hidden Mickeys. There's one. So this is viewable now. Again, you can see right there. Goofy's Kitchen is just to the left. And go check out the giant pumpkin without the Charlie Brown.
That looks like the one on Main Street as well.
Oh. And for you toy fans, there is a new Lincoln Log set that combines the best of Disney with the beloved retro toy. It has the Frontier Trading Post. It has a Country Bear Jamboree set and a Big Thunder Mountain set. 3 choices, and the prices range from $24.99 to $69.99. You can find these right now on the Disney Store. Kyle, were you a Lincoln Log fan?
I don't think I ever owned any myself, but I played with them at, I don't know if it was friends' houses. I feel like I was in like daycare, things like that. I kind of remember playing with them. They're surprisingly fun, but I did wonder when Becca said that there's going to be Lincoln Log Disney ones. I was like, how do you make Lincoln Logs Disney? They're one thing, but they did it. Look at them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really am. I'm happy to see that one.
So, Epic Ride, the story of Universal theme parks, is an upcoming docu-series that's going to be on Peacock, and it was supposed to debut in July. Then it was postponed until September 29th, and unfortunately it's been delayed once again. So now, currently, it is set for November 17th. You could probably guess why now is not the best time to do it, but we don't have to get into that. But this exciting docuseries will dive into the history and evolution of Universal's theme parks, from its humble beginnings as a studio tour to its global destinations that it has today, including the recently opened Epic Universe. So we will eventually get that on Peacock in just a couple more months, hopefully. And then finally, Spaceballs is not Disney, but as you might know, it is a parody of a Disney property, Star Wars. And in fact, that parody continues, as they shared a photo of the table read, which, I didn't think anything of when I saw this, but our own Mike Celestino pointed out that this itself is meant to be a takeoff of the first table read we saw for The Force Awakens when that came back. So it's pretty funny little nod there. And this is going to be an Amazon MGM Studios film. Mel Brooks is back on board. He's 99 years old, by the way. Josh Gad is a big part of it, and then Rick Moranis is unretiring to be a part of this film, and we will see it sometime in 2027.
This is so clever. They have an R2D2 in there, and there they just have like a water cooler. This is so clever. Oh man, way to go, Mike.
Well, we talked about Barely Necessities earlier this week as the show itself, but as I've mentioned before, we do also have a roundup of all the products that we talked about on the show. I say we this time because I was actually there. All the products that we talked about on the show, rounded up in one convenient article for you. If you want to shop through there, that would help us. We get a little commission, and it doesn't affect your pricing at all, so we appreciate that. But also, you can just take a closer look at all the stuff that we discussed. And then Alex got to do a chat with talk about the restoration of The Sound of Music for its 60th anniversary. So we have an article all about that process over on Laughing Place as well. The fun stuff. Well, as you might have seen in our thumbnail, today is Bakso's first birthday. Yay. So he's starting his second year of tigerdom at Disney's Animal Kingdom. He is much larger than he's no longer the draw that he once was. How sad that they burn out at 1. But yeah, they're celebrating his birthday. We have a video of the celebration and some fun photos that you can find there. Dude, you know the birthday song that they play at like the Happy Birthday.
Yes, I'm aware of this song.
I made a joke to Tony. I said, "Oh, they got him some guanks from the outer Guank Zoo, but he ate them."
Yeah, I think the real winner of the week should be the people at Animal Kingdom who got over this thing that could kill them and somehow survive the entire year.
There you go.
All right, sorry.
You're good. I know that there's things.
So distracted here today. Talk for just a minute.
Okay. We're going to talk about this day in Disney history, where Doobie is going to quiz me about things that happened this day in Disney history to see how smart I am, or more accurately, am not, about Imagineers whose names I should know and attractions that I have no memory of.
We have a very weird this day in Disney history because it was a pretty quiet day. On this day in 2008, a Disney Channel TV show debuted that was very similar to another Disney Channel TV show that previously gone off the air. It's basically the same show, just on water.
Oh, on water. Okay, that narrows it, because this has done happen a few times, but that would be The Sweet Life on Deck.
That is The Sweet Life on Deck. Congratulations.
I was going to say so random before you clarified.
So that was really all there was. So I decided to just look in the LP archives on this day in the past. So probably our biggest article we published on this day 1 year ago was a Torrance mother was handcuffed and arrested at DCA after sneaking her children into the park. You remember that humdinger?
Yeah.
And then 5 years ago today, we were in the midst of a very strange time in human history, Disney planning to begin phased reopen of Aulani Resort on November 1st. So,
yeah, those phased reopenings. Nice.
All right, so we settled yesterday's question. Did Star Wars reach 45 minutes at Star Tours at Disneyland? It did not. The max was 35 minutes. Today's question,
which means that if you watched for your special clue during the morning show, you were misled and lost.
So I have to go count these up, which I've not done yet. But
I didn't know if we were going to do that live on the air or not.
No, we are not going to do that live on the air because I got to go to the bathroom so bad. In fact, Kyle, talk for a moment. Sorry, I'm so evil.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Kyle. Let's have a impromptu AMA while I mute Doobie's mic while he is away. Nikki B says, Humdinger, please ask me questions. We are going to get to our winners and losers, and apparently I am up for nomination at the moment. Yes, Sweet Life on Deck. Good job. Thank you, Nikki. Hi. It's good to see you digitally on what is your let's take a closer look at your thumbnail here. Oh, it's the monorail. That's cool. I love your retro photos. Rigby's doing well. She is sleeping on the big chair downstairs at the moment. It's so funny. When she wakes up, she's excited to go get breakfast and is running all around the place. And then as soon as Becca leaves, she just takes up residence on the couch or the big chair and just sleeps all day. And then as soon as Becca gets home, she's all anxious and running all over the place again. So she doesn't really care about me. Al wants to know for his records, if there were any eps of Sweet Life on Deck you were in. I was not. I've only done one Disney Channel it was Disney XD technically. I am in the pilot for Kicking It, and they put these big fake Coke bottle glasses on me, and the director was working with us beforehand. He's trying to get me to look at. He's like, "Oh, you gotta look at me." I'm like, "I cannot see anything," and he's like, "That's funnier. Never mind. Don't do what you're doing." So yeah, but we were the nerds and we got to run off stage. So I got to spend most of the time just sitting there in the bleachers watching them film the show instead of actually having to do anything. Hi. You're still muted because I didn't know what sort of noises you were going to be making as you came back to your office.
I said, I'm so sorry about that. When you get to be 54, you'll understand better. All right. Or hopefully you won't, but you might. Okay. What I missed? What did you talk about?
We had a question if I was in Sweet Life on Deck, so I talked about being on Kicking It.
Oh. I should take bathroom breaks with Kyle. Well, we can rename it, but
my winner. Oh, Fred sharing. We haven't gotten there quite yet. So I pulled it up in anticipation. I didn't realize that it was a winners and losers. But
let me finish Sorcerer's Creek real quick.
Yeah.
So today's question is a crowdsource, Star Wars or Marvel for the better Disney acquisition. And then today's new question is, so on tomorrow, this day in Disney history tomorrow, 3,000 runners participated in the inaugural Expedition Everest Challenge. So we're asking, in honor of that, will Animal Kingdom's Expedition Everest have a wait time of 45 minutes or more at any point by 6 p.m. Eastern time today, which is, they're ahead of us. That's only 5 hours away.
I think you should give us an easier question. Will the Yeti be in A mode at any point during the day?
So it is currently at 30 minutes. Its high so far has been 35, but it is at the peak time. So we do not yet know if it will peak up to 45 minutes or not. For today, obviously, this question is asking about tomorrow, which is a weekend. So take that into account.
There are winners and there are losers. Who are you?
That was from Gio. Thank you, Gio, for submitting that bumper for us.
What is it from? What is it?
I imagine it looks like Tron.
It does look like Tron.
I don't know.
All right.
Gio, if you're watching, tell us what it is. We're too stupid.
Mine are pretty boring, so I'm going to go first. No. I shouldn't say they're boring, but why don't you go first?
All right. Well, my winners might be the same as your winners. My winners this week are the Disney ambassadors that have just been named this week from all around the world.
Thought about that one, but no, I went a little closer to home. My winner this week is Mike Celestino, who noticed the table read and the Halcyon in that little trailer, in the trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu. That little tiny. So congratulations, Mike Celestino. Thank you for being you. My loser this week is the people who set the price of Disney streaming for once again raising it. As Kyle pointed out, Disney Plus did not launch that long ago. What was it? $6.95?
It was $6.99, and it launched in November 2019.
And now here we are 6 years later, and that same product, meaning Disney Plus no ads, costs. Do you recall how much it is now?
19.
That is more than inflation by a lot. So you guys are losers for charging so much. Thank you, Verizon, for making sure that I have yet to pay.
Nice. And then finally, my loser of the week is Needham and Company. Duty, are you familiar with Needham and Company?
Do we need them and how?
No, this is Needham and Company. They are a brokerage in New York that has recommended to its shareholders or whoever would listen that the Walt Disney Company should not sell ABC. They should shut it down and move all the content to streaming. Come on. What a ridiculous recommendation.
Are we in 2020 right now? That's such a retro recommendation.
Yeah. I would imagine that if Disney were going to bid farewell to ABC, they would sell it. Like, that's like releasing a player instead of trying to trade them first. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's a last resort, but also, like, there's still reason to have ABC. People do still watch broadcast television. So I think that's a silly idea, and I can't believe it comes from a real respected Madison Avenue brokerage firm. Anyway,
so
that's
Kyle calling out the respected Madison Avenue brokerage firm. I cannot figure out what Rebecca is referring to here. Can you help me?
Not the same product. Series pulled, disappeared, vault door not wide open. I don't know.
Is that referring to? I don't know. Okay. Is it 10 o'clock? I have 2 minutes.
Oh, maybe I think she was talking about Disney Plus. She's saying it's not the same product because they moved series and they never actually put vault stuff as was promised.
So it's a worse product for 3 or 4 times as much money.
I mean, it's gone through so many iterations. Like, when they first launched, they're like, we're gonna have these like marquee things, but then the rest of this stuff was Disney Family Sundays and all sorts of, reality show. Some of it was decent, but a lot of it was just, low budget. And they're like, oh no, this is really catching on. So then they made everything marquee and then went too far that way and then had to back off of that. And then they're like, oh, apparently people just like it when we put the movies that we put in the theaters, when we put that on the streaming service, then they watch those. So not exactly the same product, but I'm saying as far as differentiate, because people are like, oh no, the price of Disney Plus is, whatever, and it's going up to like $12. And it's like, well, no, because it had no ads. Now you have to pay extra to not have the ad that you didn't have in the first place.
That is a big differentiator, ads or no ads. So Disney, from what we've heard, at least back in the day, they want you to do the advert. They make more money off the ads than they do when you do it with no ads. So they really don't have a huge incentive to keep the no ad price down. Al says some analytics show that the parks are a worse product. Al says some analytics show that the parks are a worse product while their price continue to raise as well. Is the entire brand is it the entire brand then was 3? Al is a little negative. Al reminds me a lot of someone on our team here at Laughing Place and their attitude. Just saying.
It is 10 o'clock, so just let me give a quick refresh while I remind you all that you should be subscribing and ringing the bell so you know whenever we go live. Doobie, the question I'm about to ask you next, so go ahead and answer it.
As far as I know, we will be having DTL tomorrow.
I don't see anything new. Disney Animation has shared an image that says me on my day off, and it is Boo swimming through honey and drinking it at the same time.
An LP now has a major issue to deal with.
Major issues to deal with. All right. on that lovely note, we will see you all real soon, hopefully for trivia tomorrow night. Bye.